Hello, everyone. I am finally here sharing my December daily for 2016. I know Christmas is literally 4 days away as I'm doing the voiceover. And so I have totally been lagging it this year. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that I have been taking forever. And I owe you guys, and don't fear. I have filmed most of all this, most of my process. So you guys, there will be a catch up time eventually. So first off, I'm starting off with my supplies that I'm using for my December daily. I'm actually going to be doing a mini album this year. I'm not going to go with a 6x8 album. Just because at the beginning of the month, there was a possibility of us moving out, and it didn't happen, but that's just the way I had to start off my album, and I'm actually really pleased with it. So as you can see, these are all my items that some of them I got at the Scrapbook Expo, and I have uploaded already a haul video where you guys can check it all out in detail. And then I'm also using the chipboard sheet, which is from My Mind's Eye that I got from the Felicity Jane Paper Exchange. And so let's get started. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a chipboard sheet, 12 by 12 sheet, and I'm going to cut off two panels that would be 4 by 6. And for this, I'm going to just simply use the scissors and then just kind of eyeball it and get to cutting. So like I said, I'm doing 4 by 6 because, of just the situation that was going on at the beginning of the month, but also I felt like if I wanted to be able to have a little control over this album, just because it is like a daily thing and it could be such a heavy task to complete, I wanted something smaller, something compact that I could just go in and create something small for it, and then, just be done with it. So I've been working through it at the moment, and I absolutely love it. So it's super simple. All I did was cut out 4 by 6 sheets. I ended up using the C'est La Vie sheet set here, and then a couple other Christmas sheets that I had. But what I really was looking for was that snow and cocoa look. Unfortunately, I did not have money to go out and buy the collection, so I went ahead and took it upon myself to make it kind of look like that whole theme. So definitely the C'est La Vie paper pad worked wonderfully with these colors. All the other little filler cards, the ones that are Let It Snow, and all the other little ones you see with like Christmas theme, those are most likely the Simple Stories collection one, the Claus and Co. collection. So now I'm about to start working on my covers, like on my cover panels. So like I said, I wanted something snow and cocoa-y, soft colors. I love how this year the pink and the mints are huge for Christmas, and they're not really Christmas colors, but just the way that they've incorporated them into the snow and cocoa collection is wonderful, and it just calls out my name because you guys know I love pink and mint. So I'm very messily going to start brushing on this white paint onto the cover, and while I'm letting it dry, I'm going to start hole punching my sheets. I'm hole punching two on each side, so basically on the left hand side, and I'm going to be adding two rings on there. And, it's very nice and simple. I feel like there might be a possible chance that I'm going to have to go in and get some extra large rings, just depending on how chunky my album starts getting through, as the days go by. But I don't mind having a super chunky little album. That's actually what I'm really excited about and really looking forward to. Is I don't know how it's going to turn out, so I guess we'll find out. So here I'm doing the back panel. And like I said, this is very messy, very, like, I'm not trying to get a full coverage on it. I just want the white to show through onto the brown. And I'm adding a few like off dots as you see here. And then I'm going to go in, after I let it dry a little bit, I'm going to go in, paint the other side, and then paint the edges. I tried to use a stencil, but it just didn't work. I don't have texture paste, and I feel like that's the only thing that could actually really work with that stencil. I tried using paint later, and it really didn't work. It kind of just bled too much. So I'm also hole punching the other side. And now it's time to paint the backside of these panels. And as you can see, completely messy, no rules, no full coverage. We just want to get white on everything. I think it really gives that snowy look, and I super love it. This time around though, I am going through to the edges because I realized, like at first I didn't know if I wanted all the edges covered up, but I realized that yes, I kind of do need it. So I'm going to go in and with the little bit of paint I have in my brush, try to cover that up. And then I'm also going to do the same to the other panel. So here we go. They're all nice and dry. My fingers are very nicely full of paint. And I'm just going to look at which of these panels has the nicer side. And I like that one down at the bottom. So now I'm going to work on my cover. So basically, I don't think I mentioned this at the beginning of the video. So I decided, since I was doing a mini album, I was just going to do a 25 Days of Christmas mini album as my December daily. So I'm taking this 25 and I'm going to use it as part of my title. And then I'm also taking this other circle and then just layering it behind the 25. These little circle cut aparts are from the Simple Stories Claus & Co. collection that I found at the Scrapbook Expo last month in November. So I decided to take a moment and bring out my bits and pieces supplies. So that's what you see up there on top. And I grabbed that very pretty minty and white card. I'm also adding a label on the side. And I'm just trying to figure out the placement of all these goodies. I do have a lot of little things that I just didn't really have prepared. But this here is the Sweet Peppermint collection by Prima. And it's super gorgeous. This one was also gifted to me through the Felicity Jane paper exchange. And just look at that cute little bird. It actually has a freaking beanie on. It's so cute. Super cute. And that's it. I think that's all I'm going to add for my cover other than finishing off the title. I'm just using white glue to stick this down, and I am using the white glue even though it's not always my favorite because it is on a cover, so it really does need to be stuck down pretty good. And then of course it's time to glue down that little birdie. I super love the birdie. Now I don't think I show this, I'm not quite sure because it's been a while since I filmed this, but I don't think I show the part where I add a trimming to the edge of the cover because my album does have a little pom-pom trim on it, but you guys will see that in the pictures at the end. I'll show a couple of pictures for you guys. Now what I'm trying to do is actually add my title. So my title is 25 Days of Christmas, and that is what I want to title this mini album. But then I think I ended up changing my mind on even though I stuck them all down, I did end up changing my mind, and I ended up just using a stamp, and then finishing off the title with the stamp. So you see me here using a bit different colors. I just felt like it was maybe a bit too big. It was just a little bit too big. It kind of wasn't balancing well with the look I was going for. And although the colors are really pretty, you guys see here that it is just too big. There's no way. And I really didn't want to bring it down. So I take it off, and then I went ahead and stamped on some of the, I think I bring down the Christmas, but then in the end, I think I do it off camera because this video is about to end. But I did end up fixing my title, and then you guys will see that in the end photos. And I think that's it, guys. That's it for now. You guys got to see how I made my cover, how I made my 4x6 album, how I cut apart, the bits, the papers the filler papers that were going in there. And then you guys saw how I finished off my cover. So I hope you guys enjoyed, guys. I will be back with lots more to share in this mini album. And I really hope you guys enjoyed the first process of getting it all started before I start digging in the inside and making it super extra pretty. So thanks so much for coming, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you guys are doing a great job with your December dailies and enjoying the process, capturing the magic of December. So have a wonderful day. See you soon.